Hi everyone, welcome back. In this session, we are going to see about how to create and call store procedures in Entity Framework. I am opening the same project, same solution which in last session. Yeah, explaining about how to create store procedure is not the intention of this session. I hope all of you know how to create store procedure. Let's open SQL Server, and we already have one table called countries. Select star from countries. Execute this query. Sorry, I run in wrong database. We are using FWork. Yeah, for the session testing purpose, I created 4 countries: India, Nepal, Australia, USA. Here, I need countries where that country name contains some characters. How to write the query? We can use like operator, where country name like. Now I am executing this query. It returns true only because these 2 countries have the character IA. India also have IA, Australia also have IA. So it returns these 2 countries. If I provide like US, then it will return USA, Australia. Australia also have AU. So it returns 2 records. So like operator works like in this way. I'm going to create a store procedure using statement. How to create store procedure? Create or alter procedure. I'm providing my store procedure name as get countries. I'm giving input parameters at country name. Its size is 50. Worker 50. The structure of the store is as begin end. Inside begin end, we need to provide our statements. I'm going to provide this statement. I need to use country name instead of this hard coded value. So how can do this? Like yeah, I can provide like this. Now I am executing the store procedure. Yeah, store procedure created successfully. I want the result of the store procedure. How we can do this? We can use execute command. Ex is SV name and input parameter is I am providing IA. Yeah, we are getting 2 records. But we created the store procedure inside our SQL server. It is not the intention of this session. But intention of this session is creating the store procedure via Entity Framework core. How to do that? Before that, I am dropping this store procedure. Before dropping, I want to tell where you can see this store procedure. Go to database and go to store programmability and store here. Refresh this. Yeah, you find this store procedure. I am going to drop this store procedure and I am going to create this store procedure via Entity Framework code. Drop procedure name. It will drop the store procedure. By reference, there is no store procedure here. Okay, now we are going to create the store procedure from Entity Framework core. Open Visual Studio. How to do that? First, we need to add once empty add migration. You know already we have two commands, add migration and update database. First, I'm going to create empty add migration. So I'm going to open package manager console, providing add migration, providing some name like get countries, press enter. Build files happens. Yeah, now build success. Now we can try that empty add migration. Build succeeded. Get countries already there. Before going demo, I created the same. So I'm going to delete that empty migration first. Migrations, get countries. I will delete this migration. Then I will create the migration firstly. Yeah. Now that empty migration created, every migration script have two methods. One is up method and one is down method. Now I can copy paste the store procedure definition to this up method. How to do that? I'm copying our store procedure. Then okay, that's it. First we created empty migration. After that, inside the up method of this migration, we provided the store procedure script. Let's run the second migration script, that is update database. So, yes, update database is success. Refresh this one. Now we get store procedure. Yes, say procedure created in the same way. But initially we created manually in this SQL server, but now we created this store procedure via Entity Framework. Success now. Now we are going to call this store procedure from Entity Framework. How to do that? We already have country operations.cs, right? We already have country operation.cs. We already created three methods in previous session. One is for add country, update country, and delete country. In this session, we are going to create one more method. Public void get countries. Input parameter is country name. Okay, we can copy this. This is common, so we can copy and okay. Now context dot countries dot from SQL. We need to provide our store procedure execute. We already know this is store procedure execute. So we can provide this one. Here we need to pass argument. So we can use string interpolation like. Okay, that's it. Now we can go to program.cs and we can call this method and debug the method. Copy and go here. Get countries. We can provide us IA. It should return two records, India and Australia. Let's check. Go to the method and put the breakpoint here. We can run the project. Yeah, breakpoint hits here. We can step line by line. Yes, we can explain this result. We have two records. One is for India, one is for Australia. It's success. Now we are getting the result as expected, but here is one constraint. We are selecting all columns inside the store procedure. The table have two columns. We are selecting all columns inside the store procedure, right? So it works as expected. But if we select only one column, then definitely it will cause the issue. Let's see that. Instead of selecting all columns, I am selecting only one column. We have two columns, country ID and country name. I'm going to select only country ID. I am skipping country name. Let's see what happens. I'm executing this procedure and I am running this. Yes. While expanding the result, it shows the record column country name was not present in the result of from SQL. So it expects all columns because we are using context dot countries. So it expects all columns inside the country. Uh, this is not in the all cases. In some other use case, we have limited columns. In some other use case, we can have more than the columns which present in the table. For example, if we have countries and cities two tables and we are joining two tables and make a store procedure, in that time, countries have only two columns, but in the select statement, we have three or four columns. In that scenario also, we are having how to resolve that. First, we can create one store procedure by joining two tables. Then we can see the solution, how to resolve that. Okay. Hmm. For this demo purpose, I already created one more table called cities. The country ID 2, yeah, so under India, we have three cities, Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore. Country ID 4 is Australia. Under Australia, we have one city, Sydney. So I hope all of you know how to use joins in SQL. Let's take a simple select statement with joins. Select star from country. You can provide the alias name CO and join cities. You can provide a alias name CI on country dot country ID city dot country ID. In both table we have country ID. We are going to map that country ID to join the tables. If I run this command, I'm getting like this. this country: India, Delhi, India, Chennai, India, Bangalore, and Australia, Sydney. I need only city ID, name, and country name. So how to do that? ci dot city ID, comma ci dot city name and co dot country name. Okay, let's execute script. We are getting Delhi, India, Chennai, Bangalore, India, Sydney, Australia. Okay. Let's use this inside the store. We are going to filter this select query using country ID. So at country ID is not worker, it is integer. So here where ci dot country ID equal to at country ID. Okay, let's let's execute this procedure. I want to see the result. How to see the result? You already know that. Need to use this name exec2. Okay, I am getting all cities under country India. Okay, it's success. Now we can call this method here. See here we are using country name instead. We need to use string instead string. We need country ID. Okay. Okay. Inside program.cs, we need to pass integer. That is 2 is ID for India. Okay, let's debug the program. What is the result? If we expand the result, again it shows column country ID was not present. Just country, this country entity expects country ID and country name both in the select statement, but we are selecting on country name, not country ID, so it shows the error. How to resolve this? We have one option. We need to create one more entity with the columns which are available in the select statement. In this select statement, we have city ID, city names, country name. So we need to create a fake entity using these columns. How to do that? Inside models, we can add one more entity, that is country cities. You can provide any name. I'm providing as country cities. Else cities by country. City ID, then city name, then last thing, last column is country. Okay. Now we can use this entity in DB set. You already know how to add the DB set. Go to DB context, public virtual DB set cities by country. Okay, let's build the solution. Inside countries operation, instead of countries we can use cities by country. Yeah, now we can run this solution and find the result. Yeah, we are getting some error. It is expected one only because the entity type cities by country requires primary key. We created entity by we not mention the primary key, so we need to mention the primary key. Where go to cities by country, cities by country. Here city ID should be primary key. How to do that? We already know that we can use data annotation like key. Okay, let's build the solution. Now we can run the application. Yes. While expanding the result, we are getting three results success. One is India Delhi, India Chennai, India Bangalore. Okay, we are getting the result. So it is success. But we have one constraint here. I need to explain that constraint to you because you know about DB set, right? What about DB? Yeah, here DB set. Whenever we are performing migration, definitely one table created in database for each and every DB set here. So already this countries table created because this is mentioned as DB set. If I make another migration and update database, definitely one more table cities by country will be created in our database. But it is unwanted. This database table is unwanted thing. We need this only for store procedure execution. So we should not create this table in our database. We need to restrict this. How to do that? We have the option. Here we already know about override method on model creating, right? Override on model creating. Here we have one option. Model builder dot ignore cities by country. Yeah, if we provide model builder dot ignore cities by country, whenever we are performing add migration or update database to execution commands, on that time it will check if there is any ignore. If this DB set is ignore list, then it will not create table in our database. In this way, we can restrict. Okay. Now, now we see how to create a store procedure and how to consume the store procedure. In our next session, we can start with .NET 6 MVC web applications. Thanks for watching.